esteemed team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Wants to adjust the pattern. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback now breaking the field. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Grab near the sticks. It's Haynes. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
Dumps it to the back. Grab near the marker. It's Marshall. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Now, you might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. There he goes! Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of him.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Johnson looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Quarterback's ability is to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Play action on first down. On the move to his left. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not thrown from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
They're going to ride this running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. To the air, it's Reed. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Haul that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse. Turning it on! Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You've got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Wolverines will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Looking for a crease to the left. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Looking for the first down. Texas A&M lines up on 4. He'll keep it himself. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the first down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big first down.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Gets the back moving. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Slings it downfield. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
I like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Leaves it with the running back. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. Here's a quick throw out to the left. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
If they're able to make that pick, they're wiping points off the board. But because he dropped it, now it's 4th down. And, of course, they're still in field goal range with an opportunity to score 3.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Good right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down.
Oh, a lot of space. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Looking downfield on first down. He's got an open man. Gashing the D on the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Washington State needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Pullman behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that with Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
That's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Wolverines in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fat.
He's looking deep. Catch and strike inside the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. The Wolverines had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Going to try to get it himself. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Reed. Caught near the sticks, it's Williams. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Gonna look downfield again. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down?
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. This offense can get a jolt of momentum headed to the locker room if they can take the lead here. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Dropping back, it's Reed. Bringing the heat. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Stumbled to the ground.
And I got to know on offense, right? When I get in this situation down near the goal line, I got to get physical, finish my run forward, not start dancing around, going all over the place and losing yards. That's just bad offense.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Buys a little time with his feet. touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
And the defense comes up with a good stop. And here's the thing, great job, great rush integrity, making sure they didn't let him scramble around, make a big play. Now down by 3, your decision, try to kick it or maybe force it and try to go for it.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. Just get in trouble when you try.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Might as well stick with him. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Back to throw. It's Reed. Going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Buying some time. Lets it fly. Complete to the right. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
No panic and hesitation by the defense on that play. First off, nice job getting some pressure, flushing the quarterback out to his left, and even a better job in the back end covering after that scramble play.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick 6.
Great job getting the interception. Maybe an even better job on the return. You got the convoy. You're finding your blockers. You're out in the open field. You're saying, hey, coach, watch me with the ball in the open space. Maybe I can get on offense and get a few throws. That was a phenomenal individual effort.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Back swinging with the goal line. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of a great field position.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're up 14 over Memphis. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Wants to throw, it's Reed. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Snap it to the back. Gets it past the marker. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off and they pick it up.
Yeah, you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the 1st down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Using his feet. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it and try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Texas A&M ready to go with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air. It's Reed. Makes the grab. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. On the run. Still looking. Fires to the big fella. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Might as well give it to him again. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Rides to back and leaves it. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Great job by the back on the option. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays. But how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
Looking for the end zone, and he won't find it. The sack, and the lead remains at 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
That last completion still leaving them with a 3rd down. He might want another play. Motion from the wide receiver. Johnson looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. This drive will get started 7-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's going to let one go back to the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And I'd like to see the receivers do a better job fighting to get open on that scramble play. The quarterback's flushed out. He's working to his left. You now need to break the route off. You got to run with him. Someone's got to go down the boundary. Someone's got to come back to the quarterback and give him a place to go with the ball.
Here's a hit. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Aggies. And that one will put him up here in the second half. He has been surgical. Precision. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. Tripped up for the tackle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it down to the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Just a short pass to the tight end. Turning it on. And they finally run him out of bounds. A huge gain to wrap up the third quarter. This defense will start the fourth on its heels. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Power football with the run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Sends it back in motion. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Buys a little time. That's caught. It's Marsh. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Moore. They've got it inside the 40 and the 39 as they pick up the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good reading.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Michigan. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable. Because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Reed. Oh, they're after him. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
Well, I can tell you, having played the position, if you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, oh man, how about that play by the linebacker? I'm thinking, I got to get the run, I got to get the run. Oh, I see the quick pass. Now I got to break on it and go catch this really, really fast guy over here. And how about the job he does, getting him on the ground, nowhere to go. Nice closing speed by that linebacker.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverine.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. Fires one high and deep. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Aggies! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Trying to move that pile forward. He maybe gets two. He's down at the 21.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here to get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Throws for the tight end. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, and it will bring up a fourth down and decision time. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The head coach told us he was going to be aggressive. He has a lot of confidence in his running game, and he showed it there on that 4th and 2.
And I like that mentality. That's the mentality I'm going to develop with my team. We're going to be aggressive. We're going to go get things. Short yardage situations, we're going to practice them. We're going to be successful, but we're going to go for it.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Moore. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And that is a perfect job by this defense. Like, you can give up those little small gains all the way down the field. The clock is your friend. You don't want to give up big plays. Don't want to give up those first downs and just make that clock run.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Barrels ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
So with the lead at 4, you need to go for 2 here and try to at least have the lead be a touchdown. Looking to pass, it's Reed. Makes the grab for the 2.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll return it. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Hobbs it downfield. It's caught downfield. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock and pick up a 20. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on?
He's going to fire deep. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one instead. It's second down.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Fires to the middle. Got him in the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
All right, so ball's incomplete, and here's the game. This is going to have to be a Hail Mary pass on this last throw. Something has to go into the end zone because at this point, a field goal doesn't do you any good.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Making side adjustments here. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete, and the last chance is just